Dominique, I'll start with you on this one. Do you feel like Kawhi can be a superstar if he continues to be so introverted like this?
Absolutely, yeah. I think, Molly, you laid it out pretty well yesterday, is that they can go with this silent assassin as a marketing plan for his team and whatever, for his personal team, not necessarily the team that he plays for, but that also could happen. I think that works. As long as he plays well, he will become a superstar, particularly because the size of this sport. This sport matters. Everyone cares about who's in the finals. If Kawhi takes Toronto to the NBA Finals, he's going to be all over the network. He hasn't even played for much of last season, and he's leading our show, many of our shows. The discussion, he already, you could argue, is a superstar. And if he continues to play as a top player in the league, arguably could grow to be the best player in the league if LeBron starts to age a little bit. Yes, you're the best player in the NBA, you're a superstar.
I think, actually, Molly, that it depends where he's playing.
Okay.
Like, Dominique, you mentioned if he goes to Toronto. It's very difficult to be the face of a franchise if you don't talk. But let's say, when he was in San Antonio, Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, they were the faces of that franchise. So he just balled out. And he won NBA Finals MVP, won Defensive Player of the Year. If he was playing somewhere else, if he was playing, on a team where they had another giant star.
Just say it. The Lakers.
Well, I'll let you say it. Thank you for putting that out there. I can dream. Where LeBron, in that instance, would be the face of the franchise. I think Kawhi could absolutely become so he could become Pippen to Jordan, like Pippen was in Chicago.
You know what I think? I think there's a difference between a really great player and a superstar. Like Tim Duncan, really great player, Hall of Famer, arguably the greatest power forward in the history of the NBA. Was he a superstar? Not sure that he was a superstar. Kawhi Leonard, one of the best two-way players in the league. Is he a superstar? Maybe he's never a superstar.
Duncan's a superstar with 5. I get that he didn't speak much, but no.
Never moved
Molly,
the needle.
Did Tim Duncan ever sell tickets or drive ratings?
I think so.
I don't think he did.
I don't think so either.
Just winning championships, contributing to that type of team.
Kobe and Tim Duncan were exactly the same era. They went head-to-head for 20 years. Who was a bigger star?
Kobe, but that's a completely different deal.
Why?
Because he's with the Lakers. I look at it. What about Barry Sanders?
But if you
that guy didn't talk, he ran more than anybody. Is Barry Sanders a superstar?
I think so, but again, Barry Sanders, I would buy. He sold tickets. Dominique, what do you think? I mean, would Kawhi be a face of the franchise guy if he's the A player? Like, for example, in Toronto.
Would he
sell tickets? Would he drive ratings?
Absolutely. I think he'll sell tickets, and I think he'll drive ratings. I think there are different players who matter more and will drive ratings more than Kawhi for sure. I think Kevin Durant's one of them, and LeBron's another one of them. But as long as you play well, I think Mike Trout was brought up earlier. That's the fact that Mike Trout isn't a star is in part because he's reclusive, but in part because baseball isn't a major sport.
That's a good example, Dominique. He doesn't sell tickets and he doesn't drive ratings.
I think it matters because baseball is not the size of basketball. Basketball matters.
You guys,
Tim Duncan.
Hold on. Winning drives ratings. Winning.
Not true.
If he's on a team and you're telling
look at the Spurs. The 5 lowest rated NBA Finals the last 20 years were the 5 that the Spurs won. Why? No face
superstars.
Of the franchise guy.
No superstars. Great players.
Yeah,
not to take away from the talent of those players and the talent of that roster, but no real superstars.
This is how I feel. I value how people play, not what they say, and I'm going to kind of hold this bias against you. I think you guys are in LA. And I think it's the whole Hollywood star effect that's rubbing on. I'm serious. What about a blue-collar type guy? The lunch pail comes in, does his work, and ball. That's a superstar.
Okay, but
you
in
don't
LA,
have to have like a big Instagram following or whatever to be a superstar to me or talk all the time. You just have to ball.
In LA, look, I'm a huge baseball fan. Honestly, I'm a baseball first guy. And Mike Trout is the greatest player of my lifetime, hands down, bar none. This generation's Mickey Mantle. I'm not sure that he's a superstar, and I understand that that's not necessarily important to him. But he doesn't have the magnetism that, for example, Bryce Harper has.
Here's something I just thought of when you asked me that question. As far as the San Antonio Spurs, when they're in the finals, the ratings aren't good. I'm not putting that on Kawhi. I'm putting that on San Antonio.
right?
That's more the city. That's more the market.
Okay.
Than it is.
The
Than
Warriors
it is the players.
The Warriors play in Oakland, one of the smallest towns in the league.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
not
the
fair.
whole Bay.
That's not
I feel
fair.
Like the whole Bay
Yeah,
shows up
it's-
for them.
Okay.
It's Oakland, San Francisco, just
Yeah,
about
it's like a whole
all of Northern
conglomerate.
California.
It's that whole area.
Yeah.
That's rooting for them.
The Oklahoma City-Miami final was higher rated than the San Antonio-Miami final. How do you explain it? Durant and Westbrook?
Yeah.
Stars.
The players. Yeah.
Okay, Kawhi and Duncan? Quiet.
Kawhi Leonard is a better player than, for example, Joel Embiid, who is a bigger star. Embiid is a bigger star.
Kevin Durant used to be more quiet than he is now.
Right,
He's kind of coming to his own.
getting back to your original question, the one you asked, can Kawhi continue to act like this and become a superstar? Absolutely, as long as you have another face of a franchise guy. So if he would have gone to Philadelphia, if he would have gone to LA, if he would have gone to the Warriors, which I know would have just been a joke, he absolutely could. Then he would
He
get
has to be second
Then he
fiddle
would
is
get
what
his
you're
shoe
saying.
contract.
Yeah.
There has to
You're
be
saying he has
somebody.
to be
There has to be somebody else moving the needle.
And I'm not going to hold it against Kawhi. I'm not going to hold it against Mike Trout. I never held it against Tim Duncan.
Yep.
There's just something to be said for those guys with magnetism,
But
those
guys,
guys that move the proverbial
I get
needle.
It, and I get the charisma, and I get it. And you brought up like the Joel Embiid. I think he's like the best on social media. But if that's not who you authentically are, then you're phony.
Right,
Do you
that's
want that? Or maybe it makes you feel uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe you put things out into the stratosphere, and that distracts you, and you don't like it, and you'd rather just be PC and not even get involved in all the drama, and you just want to play. I'd rather people be genuine.